Hey everyone, welcome back with Bean O'Mac. Today we're going to continue our playthrough of Plants vs. Zombies Replanted on the Nintendo Switch. So we're continuing our adventure mode, of course. Our first playthrough here. We're going to do a few playthroughs of adventure mode, I think. Maybe 2 or 3. I'm not really sure how all the modes in this work out, but it should, obviously... There's differences every time you play, the first run and then the second run. The second run is obviously a lot harder, and there's even more stipulations put in place. That said, we're doing, just the start of the fog levels here, and not only is it nighttime, so we can only really rely on plants because there's no falling sunlight, but we also have to deal with the fact that it's the backyard and it's the pool, and on top of that, it's also very foggy out, and yeah, as you can see, it completely blocks our ability to see anything. We can't see anything in the fog. So yeah, I would actually argue this is probably the most difficult level scenario in the entire game. I mean, I don't really understand how it could even get more difficult than this, really. Unless it was just blatantly you couldn't see the entire map, but I think even... I could be wrong, but I'm pretty sure in the first game especially, it would start out where fog was kind of like in the first few squares, and then as the levels kind of got further in, it would expand towards the back more. But it looks like, maybe I was wrong, maybe not, but it kind of looks more like, at least in this version of the game, that it just starts at, its furthest point. But who knows, maybe it'll actually get further back. I mean, I'm not hoping for it, if I'm being honest, but yeah, that said, this is kind of what you have to deal with at night, it's kind of the 3 stipulations you have to deal with. But on the bright side, we do have the free mushrooms that we don't have to use any special items on, and there's also, we even get as you can see, we got those, I can't remember what the heck they're called, the sea shrooms or something like that. The infantry looking guys so we can stick in the water. It's just the only issue we have to deal with them as far as they go is, it just takes a lot slower to charge them. Which, I don't know, is what it is. Usually you don't have to use too many of these guys. But hopefully I don't fumble anything on my playthrough here. That way you guys don't have to, deal with any losses. But as you can see, I'm using the sunflowers and the sun shrooms. So usually it was like 5 and 5, but now it can be 6 and 6. But I think I'm just gonna deal with, I'm gonna do 10. As you can see, this is probably gonna be the pattern that I use here, and because of that, we can put down all these scaredy shrooms that we want here. And we're also gonna have to deal with some new zombies, as you may have already seen, the Jack in the Box. And yeah, they're usually, for the most part, they're not a problem. It kind of depends on how much artillery you have against them. But for the most part, it's just they're not too big of a deal, in my opinion. Oh, wow, this is actually really bad in the water. The cone heads, come on. Alright, maybe this isn't going to be as bad as I thought. Mostly just because of that fume shroom, I'm not going to lie. But yeah, the Jack-in-the-Box zombies, they're not too bad because if you can kill them early, then they can't really do anything to you. But what they do is they walk, and I don't know, I think they're just on some random timer. It just kind of depends. But either way, once their timer is up, they will explode, and they will destroy all plants in that explosion. So it's kind of like the zombies version of the explosive plant, if you know what I mean, right? But as you can see here, we even have a football zombie already. Wow, so they're really throwing us to the wolves here on these fog levels. I'm not gonna lie to you, fellas. It's gonna get a little... it's gonna get a little hairy. You have to buy some more slots here. And this rake. We're gonna need that rake. I know I said I wasn't gonna really use it much, but we're gonna need that rake. And as you can see, we got the planter in here, which is a new item, and it's only really in for the fog levels, and it allows us to see through the fog as long as it's alive. So it's a pretty nifty item on this level. But I figured, you know, now is as good a time as any, you know, to get to that question of the day here. So the question of today is, what is your guys' favorite plant so far? And it could be, you know, anything in this video or the ones previous or whatever, you know. I mean, if you're a fan of that dang sun shroom, hey, you know, sound off below in the comments. Tell me why that is the case, what the deal is, you know what I mean? You know, it could be any of the plants. For all, it could be the potato mine, could be the scaredy shroom, could be the pea shooter, the frozen pea shooter, the repeater. It could even be the frickin' torchwood, right? You know, it could be the spike weed. So many plants to choose from. We got the hypno shroom, you know what I mean? So yeah. Hey, if you're big enough fan for it, it could even be the frickin' lily pad, right? I mean, come on, who doesn't love a good lily pad? If I had to choose my personal favorite so far, that's a tough one, but I think I might have to go with the snow pea. I mean, it's a little bit of an OP plant, if you ask me. You know, because it's got the regular strength of a pea shooter, but obviously also it can slow people down. So I mean, you get that on each lane, and bam! I mean, you're pretty much set for the entire level. You know what I mean? Just by itself, it's just such a powerful plant. I think it really is probably one of the best plants in the game, without a doubt, by far. Just if you were to put it by itself as its solo power, you know what I mean? But like I said, let me know, what do you think is the premier plant in this game so far? What your favorite is? And if you haven't played this game, boy oh boy, do I recommend it, because it is such an addictive time. I've had so much fun playing this. And it's the kind of game too where like I said in previous videos, it's just so replayable, you know, and I haven't played this in years and years and years, so then when I got Replanted, I haven't even accessed any of the new features yet. This is just kind of pretty much base Plants vs. Zombies adventure mode here, and it's just so fun coming back to it after all these years, you know, since 2009, and I've already shared a lot of the stories, you know, it's just a big game in my family, you know. My grandfather played it back in the day, and you know, he was the first one that kind of got us into it. He got us into all the PopCap games because you know, I think the first one we ever actually played was Chuzzle, right? Chuzzle, and it was just kind of like a pretty basic puzzle game, but like it got pretty hard in the later levels. I'd say the regular puzzle games are like 10 times harder than any of you know, these games here. You know, whether it's Peggle or you know, I've never played Bejeweled, but you know, you got Peggle, Zumba's Revenge. So I mean, it's definitely those puzzle games are definitely crazy. I'm not gonna lie, especially when you get to the challenges and stuff like that. I've still to this day never beat Peggle's adventure mode. I think they start to ask quite a lot of you. Like, you'd almost think like it'd be like a freaking mobile game that's trying to zap, you know, money out of you or something. Oh, there's a Jack and Box guy. Oh, there's another one. Like I said, you know, ooh, a diamond. That's 1,000 right there. You don't get that too often. Yeah. Yeah, I feel like you'll find out like a lot of times in this game. When it comes to money, like there'll be levels where it just seems like it's throwing it at you, kind of like how it is now, and then there's others where it just seems like you can go literally multiple levels without like getting the zombies dropping any kind of money. So I don't know what the deal is with that. But yeah, I mean, like I said, my whole family's played this game. I mean, me, my brothers have gotten into it, you know, the console versions and the PC version. You know, my cousins, my grandfather, my uncles. You know, it's just my friends. I mean, geez, this game is just so iconic. I mean, like I said, how can you not love this kind of game, you know? It's just so simple, but so fun, so effective, and so creative, too, you know? Like I said before, you can tell there's just so much love and passion that has been thrown into this game. But we're gonna try something here. Yeah. Let's see. We're finally gonna get this achievement here that I've been trying to and successfully failed, I think like 2 or 3 freaking times in getting. I don't know what the deal is with it, but I have to kill a zombie with the last lawnmower. I have looked it over officially. We're getting it. Here, we'll even put this planter in here so we get the full view, I guess. Oh, jeez, and of course it couldn't have been a slower zombie. It's better off just leaving the freaking football zombie out there. Oh, look at the scaredy shrooms. They're getting scared. What's the matter? Scared? All right, there we go. There we go. Oh, we got the head roll. So there we go, folks. All right, so we finally got the achievement. It popped up on like the seed information screen, so we shouldn't have to worry about that at this point. So, all right, looks like we got a new zombie we have to worry about, and that's a balloon zombie there. That hooligan floating with the balloon and the weird spinning toy hat. Fashion can be weird, man. Look at that thing. Unfortunately, as a wrestling fan, it reminds me of very bad times with beaver cleavage. That's what I think of when I see that hat, but I don't know. I think to a lot of people it reminds them of life in the 50s. I always wonder, you know, like I am satisfied with the time period I have grown up in, you know, and there's a lot of people that say, oh, the 50s, you know, their era was so great and stuff like that, you know. Kind of looking at it through the lens of just like the good times, which is fair, you know. I'm pretty nostalgic about my time growing up, you know, even though there was just a little bit less. But you know, I always want, it would be cool, you know, to get a time machine and kind of live just in various eras, you know, see what it was like to grow up in, you know, the 70s and stuff like that, and the 80s, and you know, just see how, you know, simple life was back in the day. I mean, granted, I'm the kind of dude where, you know, I'm not a social guy or anything like that. I'm probably the kind of dude that would just get his butt kicked on like a daily basis or something like that. Truth be told, right? You know, I'm just throwing that out there, but like, at the same time, you know, it'd be interesting to see, you know, just to kind of see how things were, you know, back with the fashion, going through the events at that time period, you know. All the historical events is what I really mean. Some of them, you know, I mean, obviously those times were not always good. But, oh crap, oh boy, I put it in the wrong spot, and I don't have the sun. I do not have the sun. Come on, come on, come on, plants, there's like there's 6 of you! Oh, good lord, no, 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 no. It wouldn't be worth it at this point. Yeah, I kind of want to put down another sunflower, but I don't know if he's gonna, if there's one's gonna pop up over here. Okay, we got the planter, so now we can see. We're gonna have to see, so that way for, you know, future reference. We gotta put that down just in case, because we can't risk another one getting past it without the lawnmower there. No, sir. Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. Oh god, oh man. Come on, yeah, alright, 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 alright. Oh boy, final wave. Oh no, and final wave? Oh no, I don't have anything on my this is going terrible. This is I did not expect everything to be, you know, sprung on me like this. I'm not gonna lie to you. This is actually going really horrible. Is it even worth it? Is it even worth it? Oh god, I think I hesitated too long, and it is not worth it. All right, whatever. We got the pool cleaners. We got the pool cleaners. Wow, that's crazy. If I actually had put that cactus down when instead of waiting to see what would happen, we actually could have killed that guy. But whatever. I don't know. We won. Victory's a victory, right? Victory is a victory. Alright, so we got the dolphin zombies, the balloon zombies. We got a lot to have to deal with in this level. Yeah, gross. I just realized that freaking balloon zombie is missing a shoe and he does not have socks on. That is disgusting. Alright, looks like, well, we got the blower, so it looks like we're gonna have to go without the lantern, which is kind of butt. I don't like going without it. But we still got the rake. We still got the rake. I think just for this level, actually. But I don't know. Jeez, hopefully, jeez Louise, hopefully I have enough freaking time to actually, you know, freaking get my pool ready. I mean, I feel like I had 0 time to prepare for that. That was such a quick level. And I think they meant to do it as like an easy thing. Oh, put that wrong guy down. Oh boy, I hope he's not all the way at the bottom. Alright, I don't know where they... Oh, there he is here. We'll put him right there, right in the fog, so we can't see him if he passes. I can't bear to look at it. I can't bear a witness to it, no. Oh. Because that doesn't work for me, brother, I tell you that much. Alright, well, it looks like we got a while before we get to the first wave still, so that's usually around the time when I feel like these kind of monsters show up. Alright, so once we're done with this, we'll have all our sun plants down for the evening, you know what I mean? And we'll be able to defend, build up our defenses here. Get some strong artillery in the back here. And we gotta really focus on these on the cacti, but here we'll get one guy here in the pool. That said, we also have the option of the blower. I think that's his name, the blower. I don't know if it's like the clover leaf or something, because that's what it looks like. I can't remember. But either way, it also it blows away all the balloon zombies, but it also clears the fog for us. So I'm gonna be honest with you. As soon as I hear that balloon sound, you know, just like the snap of a finger, we're putting down that blower. If I can afford them anyway, but I should be good because with all these sun plants, we restock pretty quickly. But hey, geez, I mean, at this point, I might be able to even have a cactus in every lane. Oh, no. Alright, alright, alright. It's all cool, it's cool. Alright. We're just missing one lane. Knowing my luck, though, would be the one lane that we need one in. Alright, doesn't look like it. But the blower's always good for, you know, insurance policy, essentially. Yeah, I'm just doing it to clear the fog for a minute. It only works for, like, you know, a short amount of time. But hey, it's better than nothing, right? I mean, I already got him. Might as well put him to use, you know what I mean? Jelly bean. Alright, but it looks like we're set up pretty well here. I also love just how the game works, where the balloon zombies literally, like, just, they don't have an animation for falling into the pool, so they literally just disappear. You'd think after all these years, right? 2009 is when this game came out, they would fix something like that. Like, you'd think they would have just had some sort of small animation where they fall in the pool. But that's just kind of how it is with this stuff, you know what I mean? I think there's just a few, like, small... There's another, like, thing... I think it all has to deal with the pool. Like, they didn't want to put the animations in there for the pool. Where, like, you'll just kind of notice zombies will just disappear rather than die. Or fall into the pool or something like that. Maybe they also just didn't want to do it due to, you know, having to do it next to a plant, but I don't know. Just a few small things like that would kind of clean up a little bit if they add some animations in there. Alright. Almost done with this level. I think we're gonna put another clover leaf there for, just for good measure. Get rid of all the balloon zombies. Didn't really have enough room for the tall nuts to combat those dolphin zombies, but as you can see, they don't really take too much damage. So we don't really have to worry about those clowns. Oh boy. The taco. One of the funniest interactions with Crazy Dave right here. Although I don't know what the deal is, like his voice animations aren't in this for some reason. Me and my buddy Harvard Flaxcaster used to break vases when we were bored. Well, Harvey's out of town, so you're coming with me, Harvey number 2. Break it like you mean it, Harvey! Yeah, this is actually a pretty fun game. It's funny too, because like, it's fog, but we're back in like regular night time, so. But I think we just have to do 3 rounds of Vase Breaker here. And eventually this is going to be a puzzle game that we have to beat later on. Alright. Alright, I'm confident we can take that. Oh boy. Alright, we got a squash. Ooh, another pea shooter. Okay, okay. We'll put that there. Let's see what we got. Ooh, that was a good spot with the squash. Because, yeah, a pea shooter would never be able to take on the buckethead zombie all by itself. It's just not possible. Oh, hey, look, even my rake carries over. Awesome. So, yeah, there's no way that... Oh, alright. That kind of sucks. Man, you broke those vases nice and good. Broke them like the time I broke my back digging through those trash cans. Here, I brought you some more vases. Yeah, apparently that taco is actually really relevant, even though it's just a throwaway in this game. I could be wrong, because I haven't played it, but I think I seen something about how this, like a forum one time, I was actually looking it up just for like other things. I think it was looking up like how these zombies came to be, right? Like, because after I asked that question, I was kind of curious, like, do they ever have an answer for this? And, yeah, apparently that taco, like, has some crazy ability to where, like, you know, Dave can utilize it. And, like, I think, I can't remember what it was, they said it was for, but obviously, I think it's, like, literally the plot of an entire game. Because, literally, like, I guess they, like, the zombies wage war against you just to get that taco or something like that. It's crazy. But yeah, the Plants vs. Zombies lore, I guess, is a lot deeper than I thought. Alright. Yeah, so this is like a very, 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 very easy version of Vase Breaker, but it gets absolutely nuts in the actual puzzle game. Ooh, do we get both? Ooh. Alright, this should be the last of them. Break these and you'll be all done. That's kind of nice too. They actually give me the rake in all versions of this game. Alright, we're gonna try and deal with him here. With the disco zombie though, he is no joke. Oh, I hadn't even noticed that guy was there too. Okay, I think this hopefully should be enough to deal with him. I kind of don't really want to waste that free plant vase if I don't have to. And we're gonna kind of just wait. I don't know. I'm assuming this is the only disco zombie, but oh no, oh boy. Yeah, this is getting a little dicey. It's getting a little dicey. Come on, kill him, kill him. Alright, just in case, just in case, just in case, just in case. Come on, eat it. Ah, that does not work for me, brother. So close. I feel like the disco zombie just kind of stops whenever I need him to do something for me. Disco zombie says, sorry, that doesn't work for me, brother. Holy fish paste. That's a lot of these hypno shrooms, man. That's crazy. Jeez, I'm scrambling. I'm scrambling. Come on. Oh. Alright. There we go. Alright, I wasn't sure if he could still hit on that. Alright, we Buckethead versus Buckethead. Yeah, thanks for watching, fellas. Remember above all, have a nice day.